Sinking of Goya, April 16th, 17th, 1945. Sinking of Goya, Part 1, Final Voyage of Goya. On April 16, 1945, the large motor freighter MV Goya departed Nazi-occupied Gotenhafen, Poland, bound for Kiel, Germany. Goya, who had been requisitioned to partake in Operation Hannibal, embarked nearly 7,400 German refugees and soldiers fleeing from the advancing Soviet Red Army. Given that Goya was transporting thousands of German refugees and troops, 4 ships were dispatched to escort the overloaded freighter. Sinking of Goya, Part 2, A Chaotic Voyage. Four hours into the voyage, Goya and her escorts were ambushed by Soviet aircraft. Although a bomb struck Goya and caused minimal damage, the freighter's escorts were not as fortunate. The air attack critically damaged some of the ships of the convoy. Although none of the ships sank, the escorts were forced to sail at a reduced speed. This also forced Goya to slow down her speed so that she wouldn't outrun her escorts. Sometime later, the convoy was spotted by the Soviet submarine L-3. Commanded by Captain Vladimir Konovalov, L-3 had an easy time keeping up with the convoy since it was traveling at a reduced speed. At around 11:30 p.m. that day, every vessel of the convoy had to come to a complete stop since one of the escort ships had to perform at sea repairs of her engines. By stopping, Captain Konovalov seized the moment to position L-3 into attack. Goya, being significantly larger than the other ships of the convoy, caught Konovalov's attention. At around 11:50 p.m., the convoy resumed its journey. However, by that time, L-3 had already positioned itself for attack. On April 16, 1945, at 11:52 p.m., L-3 fired 4 torpedoes towards the large motor freighter Goya. Sinking of Goya, Part 3, End of Goya. On April 16, 1945, at 11:56 p.m., 2 out of the 4 torpedoes struck Goya. The first torpedo struck her bow, while the second one struck midship. The torpedo impact sent immense plumes of smoke and fire in the air, lighting up the dark night sky. The force of the torpedo impacts was so powerful that Goya's masts collapsed and fell onto hundreds of refugees sleeping on the deck of the overcrowded ship. Goya became engulfed in flames, trapping anybody who was sleeping within the doomed ship. Goya sank at a rapid rate. Shortly before the end, Goya may have broken into two pieces. On April 17, 1945, at 12 a.m., Goya disappeared beneath the freezing Baltic Sea. Of the nearly 7,400 souls on board, approximately 7,200 of them were lost. The sinking of Goya remains the second greatest loss of life at sea on board a single ship. Rest in peace to all those who lost their lives 80 years ago during the sinking of Goya on April 16-17, 1945. May they never be forgotten.